All right, you've seen the trailers, the epic firefights, and the jaw-dropping destruction. But today, we're going deeper. I'm talking about the Battlefield 6 mechanics that most players don't even realize are shaping the way they play. And, trust me, once you see these, you'll never look at the game the same way again. Oh, and stick around to the end, because I've saved the most game-changing mechanic for last. The one that completely changes how you should approach every match. Quick question. When you're playing, do you actually notice how your squad's position changes the enemy AI's focus? Or how the environment reacts differently depending on the weapon you're holding? Yeah, that's the stuff we're talking about today. And if you're the kind of player who loves having an advantage, you're gonna wanna take notes. Let's start with sound, and I don't just mean hearing footsteps. Battlefield 6 has a dynamic sound engine that changes how you hear the game based on your stance, environment, and even weather. Running in a metal corridor, your footsteps echo further. Crawling in tall grass, almost silent. But here's the kicker. Enemies hear it too, and their AI will actually investigate sound sources. So yeah, charging through a building might sound cool to you, but to the enemy, it's basically ringing a dinner bell. This one's sneaky. Weather actually affects weapon performance. A sandstorm makes bullet drops slightly heavier, rain dampens explosive splash range, even snow reduces visibility for certain scopes. So if you're missing your shots in bad weather, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the game quietly making things harder. Ever notice that when you're low on health, the bots suddenly push harder? That's not your imagination. The AI has an aggression trigger that detects weakened players and split squads, and it responds by flanking or rushing, which means the game is punishing you for being alone. Stick with your squad, and this mechanic becomes way less dangerous. Everyone knows destruction is a Battlefield trademark, but most players miss that certain structures have weak points. Hit the right beam or pillar, and you can collapse an entire wall faster than unloading a whole magazine. Learn these spots, and you can change the battlefield with just a few well-placed shots. Here's one for the team players. When you stay close to your squad, the game quietly buffs your speed for revives and gadget use. It's tiny, like shaving 0.3 seconds, but in a close fight, that can win objectives. Lone wolves? Sorry, you're not getting that bonus. Most FPS games treat running as the same no matter the surface. Not here. Battlefield 6 has terrain friction. Running on mud? You're slightly slower. Snow? Slight slide effect. Pavement? Max speed. It's subtle, but it can totally change how you approach fights on different maps. Gadgets aren't infinite. Repair tools, for example, actually have a hidden overheating mechanic. Use it too long, and it slows down. Same for certain drones, extended use reduces speed until they cool down. So if your repairs feel sluggish, it's not a glitch, it's intentional. When bullets pass close to your head, Battlefield 6 triggers a suppression effect that blurs and distorts your vision even before you take damage. That's why snipers sometimes miss follow-up shots. Their target's vision gets harder to track. So yeah, firing near enemies is a legit tactic. This is my favorite. The environment isn't just for show. Break a light and you can hide better indoors. Shoot a door hinge and the door falls off. Even puddles, they reflect muzzle flash at night. Little things, but they make the game feel alive. And for my reload warriors, yes, you can animation cancel reloads in Battlefield 6 if you swap weapons at the right frame. It's tricky, but once you get it, you'll win fights you had no business winning. And here's the big one, destructible cover memory. The game remembers what's been destroyed even if the fight moves away, which means coming back to an objective 10 minutes later might leave you with zero cover because, yeah, you blew it up earlier. So there you go, 10 unseen mechanics making Battlefield 6 deeper than you thought. Which of these did you already know, and which one blew your mind? Drop it in the comments, because I read every single one. If you love this kind of deep dive content, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the battlefield.